Aries, this week sees you looking for opportunities to find balance in your life, and compromise and cooperation will be a vital part of this process. Look for any opportunity to bring opposing parties together, as by combining and recombining, you'll be able to come up with an ideal solution to any conflicts within your life. Health issues will also be in focus this week, and the opportunity will present itself for you to overcome any problems that have presented themselves recently. Some irritations that have continued to follow you around will finally be put to rest so long as you believe in your ability to prevail over anything that has been troubling you, and this will see you feeling more able than you have in too long to put past mistakes behind you so that you can begin anew. The time has come for you to leave all those things that are no longer serving you behind, releasing old patterns and striking out on a new path that will see you making some long-term plans for the future. This may not be easy at first, but you must knuckle down and do it, and if you can do this, you will come out the other side of your troubles deeply satisfied with the results. Strengthen your connections with the natural world and keep your feet firmly planted as you do so, as this will lead you to a real chance to experience creativity, courage, charm and inspiration as an opportunity arises that will excite you, feed your talents, and dare you to be great, whilst at the same time allowing you to express your individuality. Taurus, this week may see you feeling vulnerable about something at first, but energetically speaking, all is just as it should be, even if you are feeling a little controlled, and you may need to adjust your attitude a little. You may be feeling the need to put your own interests first on some level, particularly if you've been feeling put upon in recent months, and it is up to you to take control over the direction your life is now heading in. A water sign female around you will help you to do this, so that you can have the outcome you want, even if you can't see that happening as yet. But the bulk of the work will remain up to you at this stage, so you will need to use your intuition in order to work out how best to tackle it. You may feel as though you're lacking in some area at present, and issues with finances or career will need to be dealt with if you are to overcome this position. You may also have been struggling with health issues, and if this is the case, it's important to follow things up and speak with the right people about the troubles you've had, so as to get on top of them quickly. Gemini, fears and anxieties may be getting the better of you this week, and it's important that you don't allow deceptions and false ideas to lead you astray. You may have been feeling as though you've been lost and are wandering aimlessly, and now's the time to start making your way back to the path and your clarity of purpose. If you find yourself being inflexible and obsessive just lately, you may need to lighten up, and a new relationship or a new beginning to an old one could be just what the doctor ordered in this regard. If you've been in conflict with someone, now's the time to look for a truce and the chance to forgive and be forgiven, as now is not the time to separate or stay apart. Join with someone to form a partnership and look for ways in which you can connect with others. If you have someone to forgive or from whom you need to ask forgiveness, then do that now and drop your reserve to let your feelings show, so that you might move from feeling stuck to getting the kind of life you have wanted, facing any challenges along the way with courage, honesty, and a firm resolve. An end is coming to the way your life has been, and this may bring up feelings of sadness or reluctance in you on some levels, even whilst you accept those things that are now reaching completion. A move of house or big changes to your household will see you at a crossroad, needing to make changes, even if you don't really want to on levels. But doing this will lead you to harmony, so long as you don't try to get ahead at someone else's expense. You may have been overextending yourself, and if this is the case, you will need to slow down and take a break so that you don't compromise your health. Cancer, this week sees you feeling thoughtful as you look at all life has to offer and think about how you might best take advantage of these offerings. Challenges may have come up that have tested your mettle just lately, and you need to face these with courage and honesty and a firm resolve in order to find the opportunities that dwell within them. Commit to being honest and ethical in all of your dealings, as this will lead you to the truth of your situation, and try not to be too rigid in relation to how you might like things to happen, as clinging to the familiar may not be the best way to go at this time. If you've been struggling with jealousy or possessive energies, whether directed towards you or coming from you towards someone else, the time has come to let these energies go, or to help someone else to come to the understanding that people need to be free to determine their own lives. You may find yourself wanting to throw up your hands and play the martyr to some extent, but this will get you nowhere, so it might just be better to throw your head back and laugh as you try to see the funny side. Whatever life is throwing at you at the moment, rest assured that you'll be able to handle it, so long as you can be flexible. If you've been feeling tired or depressed, this is about to pass, so in the meantime take some time out to rest up until balance is restored. Leo, an earth sign or motherly woman in your life will help you to reach a new beginning this week, and possibly a change in direction that will guide you onto a path of adventure, wonder and personal growth. Follow your heart at this time, no matter how crazy or foolish your impulses might seem, as changes are coming in, and if you've been struggling with a problem or tough situation, you may find the answer by standing back and viewing things from a larger perspective. Balance is required at the present time, and you'll need to be willing to accept the truth about something, even if you don't like the answers you're getting. When things get tough, it'll be important to tackle your problems with patience and compassion. Getting angry is very easy when things turn sour, but dealing calmly with frustration will get you further in the long term. And if you've been procrastinating about something or letting problems slip because you don't want to deal with them, now's the time to face just what needs to be faced and be done with it. Open your heart and release any doubts or fears, and then take some positive action to get what you want. Engage teachers and mentors who can help you to get to where you want to go, and conform to any rules put in place along the way. Virgo, you will head into this week feeling as though all is right in your world, and that you're in a position to realise your heart's desires, connected and engaged with all around you. A water sign or more nurturing man in your circle may approach you to connect or reconnect on some level, leading to a new relationship or a new beginning to an old one, and this will see you feeling quite excited as it opens things up for you, allowing you to feel freer than you have in some time. You may have been running away from something, procrastinating or letting things slip because you don't want to deal with them, but the time has come to face those things that must be faced, and this will mean conquering any fear you have in relation to this, so that you can find grounding. Some irritations may linger, but if you're able to remain grounded in your approach to these, you will have a new beginning and victory over your troubles, so just keep going. Libra, someone around you may be appearing to do one thing this week while they're actually doing something else, and although you may be aware of this, you need to stop focusing on it. Things are not as bad as they might seem to be, so try to find the bright side, as on an energetic level, all is just as it should be. You can have the life you've been dreaming of, and it won't be long until things start going your way, and you begin to feel a sense of accomplishment in the knowledge that you are moving towards your goals successfully. Things that you have set in motion in the past will now start coming back to you in the manner of cause and effect. If you've always tried to do right by others around you, then your good deeds will come back in your favour. However, if you've not always been so altruistic, then things might prove a little more difficult. However, in the end, all will work out for the best, even if it doesn't appear to be heading that way initially. It may feel like a struggle on some levels, so lighten the load where you can and allow others to help you. If you have someone you need to forgive, or if you feel the need to ask someone for forgiveness, then now's the time to try to find peace. Trust what your feelings are telling you, and allow the power of your emotions to guide you in a new direction, even if it makes you feel fragile at first. Decisions now need to be made in relation to your career and finances, and you may be struggling on some levels to make ends meet. All your problems feel as though they are magnified, and you might be feeling insecure as a result. However, this is only a temporary state of mind, so try not to despair or to feel jealous of others around you that you feel might have things better than you do. Scorpio, this week sees you feeling somewhat embattled at first and needing reassurance that whatever is troubling you can be overcome. Even if everyone and everything seems to be against you at present, it's important that you don't give up, and an earth sign or more motherly figure will help you reinforce this until you begin feeling more like yourself once again. Material fulfillment is coming your way, so if you feel as though you are struggling in this area at present, know that accomplishment is coming and that you are moving towards your goals successfully, if a little slower than you'd like. Concentrate on what you'd like in the long term and start working towards a lasting solution that will bring you a secure foundation, but be sure that you are seeing things as they really are as you do this, rather than just seeing what you want to see or letting fears and anxieties get the better of you. Underlying family issues may be brought to the fore at this time to be dealt with, and doing so will lead you to a new beginning emotionally. Listen to your intuition during this time, particularly where a deep thinking or more manipulative woman is concerned, and this will see you getting the outcome you've been seeking, even if you can't see that happening as yet. If you're involved in a conflict, ask yourself if it's worth the struggle, and if it is, defend your position with gusto. If not, however, consider letting it go, as doing this will bring changes into your life that will help strengthen your position over time. Sagittarius, you may find yourself feeling motivated by the return of someone or something to your life this week, as events are put into motion and other things come to an end, bringing harmony to your closest relationships and a general feeling of contentment. Organisation will be required as you will need to tie up loose ends, and now would be a good time to sign any contracts that might be offered to you. Happier times are coming as you enjoy moments with friends and close family, and this is a good time to reach out for help if you've been feeling overwhelmed, so that you might finally be able to leave such feelings behind you. Re-examine your life and priorities and find out where you need to move on, and then do that so that you might finally feel confident about moving on to something new. The time has come for you to work out what you most want and to feel confident that you can lead others to it also. Your insights into things is clearer than it has been in a long time, and so you'll be able to step out on your journey now with full awareness of what you're doing, though it would be wise to remain a bit flexible in regards to the details of how you might get there. Capricorn, you may enter this week feeling challenged on some levels, but this is when you most need to embrace the opportunity to test your mettle, knowing that because of these trials you will soon emerge stronger and more resilient. Changes are coming, and rather than allowing them to cripple you with worry, you need to be able to feel confident that you're making the best choices for the long term, even if they don't always suit everyone right now. A fire sign or more fiery-natured woman in your circle may be feeling frustrated as she tears along at a cracking pace, but still feels unable to get all she wants done. And you need to remind her to focus on plans for the long-term future and leave the details to the universe. There is a need for planning and preparation at the present time, and now is not the time to rush into things or begin projects with only a vague idea of what they're about. Think everything over and go over all possibilities so that you can make sure that you work out all of the details, and then your undertaking will flourish. Aquarius, this week sees you feeling as though you've been making sacrifices that you haven't been happy with, and you may feel quite anxious or even angry as a result. There's nothing you can do about this at the moment, as it's important that you do things yourself rather than getting other people to do them for you, and there is no point in creating a conflict where there really doesn't need to be one. If you're feeling trapped or restricted right now, then take heart that this will not be long-lasting, as you are about to move on to a new period of growth and happiness, and you will be able to work through all that's been troubling you. If you can't embrace the changes, then at least try to see the positive side to them, and try to remain real and centered as you do so, as a new beginning is coming to you both physically and financially. Open and honest lines of communication about those things that have troubled you might help, as well as a little more self-focus than you're probably used to. If you've been feeling apathetic, now's the time to find something to focus on until your path becomes clear once more, and it may be time for a journey of some kind. Pisces, a new beginning is coming for you this week as you step out into an area that you may not be too familiar with, but take heart that all is going to work out as you'd like it to, even if you can't see that happening as yet. The walls of negative energy that have been surrounding you will soon be broken down, and life will get better as a result, though a child or young person around you may not be as embracing of this as you might like. It's important that you hold things together at this time without being too forceful about getting things all your way, as a new beginning is coming to you both physically and financially, and there will be parts of this scenario that you will struggle with initially until you're able to get your mind around it.